What up guys, Rambo checking in, vlog 6, back day after a few requests. Here's a couple of snapshots of my back. I love to train it hard and heavy regardless of whether I'm cutting or bulking. So let's get straight into what I've been doing lately. So warm up, chin ups, wide grip, 4 sets just to really get the blood into the muscle. You can see the tempo of it is consistent. Good stretch down the bottom, good squeeze up the top. No swinging, no kipping, no risk of injury. Really just set yourself up to have a really solid workout where you're getting blood into the muscle, you've got that muscle-mind connection, you're really getting a good contraction, especially in the lat area. And I just do this till fail. I do count my reps, however, just to give me an indication of how my strength goes week to week. So despite just saying till fail, do monitor it, it is worth it, and as you know, that chin-ups are really one of the best movements for back. So now that I'm warmed up, onto bent over barbell rows. I'm using this machine for stability and to correct any imbalances or weaknesses. Keeps my physique proportional. This is an underhand or supinated grip. You can see that my core is tight, my glutes are tight, pretty stable, heels are planted. Not locking out my elbows down the bottom. The actual tempo of the movement is pretty consistent. I'm not yanking or swinging, I'm just getting a full range of motion. I've seen some people do pauses on this at the top of the movement just to really contract the outer lats. This is really good just to sort of set you up. 10 to 12 reps, no point in starting off too heavy on back, otherwise you're just not mentally or physically prepared for it. So I'll do this on 60 kilos. I could do a little bit heavier, but as I said, first exercise. The next 4 sets will be bent over barbell rows again, but this time an overhand or pronated grip, as they say. Very, very similar concept in terms of your body and your core being stable and tight. You can also see that the bar path is directly parallel to my quads and that I'm not actually bent over where my upper body is parallel to the floor, just more slightly on an angle. That way you're not hunching your back and you're not risking any injury. As I said, the weight choice is appropriate for the rep range as well, and you can just see that this is going to set me up to have a really, really good solid workout, as well as starting off with a good compound movement as well. So I'll move on to bent over dumbbell rows. You can see my hands placed on the dumbbell rack for stability. I'm really just in a kind of neutral position in terms of my spine, in terms of my back. You can see it's quite straight, not hunched over, not bent over. I'm doing 30 kilos here, no belts, no straps, no gloves. This is just raw strength. Again, you need to start off somewhere to be able to gauge your strength week by week. So progressive overload, especially when it comes to muscle growth and hypertrophy. Alternating hands, right hand, left hand, same reps, same weight, basically to keep your physique proportional, symmetrical and so on. You can see that I'm pulling more so with my elbows, trying to get a full range of motion in here as well. Not yanking the actual dumbbell. As you can sort of see, a lot of guys like to just really just yank whatever heavy weight they can sort of pick up. You've got to remember at the end of the day, the muscle itself is more responsive to constant tension, and that's basically what I believe in terms of actual execution and quality. That way your workouts are actually a lot more efficient as well. So just again going for kind of the 10 reps, so hypertrophy range, as I've sort of been repeating. But that is the majority of my workout, at least for the first 30%, the first third of it. And then that way, by the time I hit a lot more heavier exercises and weights, I'm well and truly in the zone, mentally and physically prepared to do so as well. You also got to consider that, again, my core and glutes are tight here as well. So now onto some heavier stuff, seated rows. I like to go a little bit heavier on this, 6 to 8 rep range, just because of the fact that I'm on a machine, I'm a lot more stable, I'm well and truly in the zone now, so you can see headphones pumped. You do see a lot of guys swinging on this, they're doing all sorts of funny stuff. Just try to keep your upper body straight, neutral position, neutral spine. Extend the arms all the way out, just so you can really stretch those lats out. Bring the weight all the way into your midsection. I like a close grip on this because my first two exercises were wider grips, so this is basically targeting your inner back. You can see here also that, again, I'm pulling with my elbows. I'm not actually gripping the bar, if you can see. I'm really just kind of letting my back do all the work without sort of swinging and anything like that. So instead of doing drop sets on seated rows, I prefer to do this particular exercise just because I don't find my drop sets of quality when I'm fatigued. But this is just to hit the lower lats from a different angle. Again, stability allows you to actually focus and engage the muscle that you're trying to target as well, rather than sort of worrying about, am I falling over, you know, am I imbalanced, etc. So I'll do this for a few reps, 10 to 12, a bit lighter. You can see full stack here, and just again try to keep my back straight. Injury prevention will actually hinder any progress that you make. So train smart. I like to use this machine, so moving on, I like to use this machine as opposed to your conventional lat pull down. You see a lot of people sort of swinging the weight, using their body's momentum to sort of get it down, doing obviously inappropriate weights. You can see this is just pulling my elbows into my side, you know, trying to get a good squeeze into the upper lats. That's how you develop a nice V-taper look as well, which is so desirable in the aesthetic world. And I'm just doing this again, 10 to 12 hypertrophy range of reps. And you can see that I'm just steady. I'm really just going through a full range of motion. Here's a side-on view as well. So stretch, squeeze, stretch up the top, squeeze down the bottom. You can see that my upper body actually isn't moving. I'm not trying to use my momentum to get ridiculous weights down. It really is the secret of back. It's just engaging and contracting the muscle. So that connection as well is just very, very vital, especially if you want to get the most benefits out of your session. So here, just pumping up the tempo a bit till fail. Do check out my Instagram, guys. I've pretty much got a few followers on there. It's updated regularly. So thanks for checking in. Do subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. More vlogs up soon.